Hello everyone, Dogface here. So this is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be kind of short. There's no live footage to this video because I am recording it in my car, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about this upcoming June Direct. I've been meaning to talk about Directs for quite a while now, but this one seems to have a lot of rumors and speculation, more so at least than what I usually see. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that we are on the last leg of the Switch's life. You know, we are currently sitting in the time where there's going to be a lot of remakes, a lot of remasters, and there's a lot of people speculating on what those might be, though the ones that will be announced soon. And I just kind of wanted to touch on that. First off, the most obvious one, the one that I think just is true, there is almost assuredly going to be an announcement involving Dragon Quest III, the HD remaster. That one is basically guaranteed. I mean, Square Enix already puts a lot of HD 2D games on the Switch, so I see no reason why one of their biggest games from back in the day wouldn't get this treatment. I mean, that one is a rumor, but that one's happening. Let's all be honest with ourselves. If that doesn't happen, that's gonna be shocking. All right, so from there we'll jump straight into the real rumor/leaks. Now, one of the biggest ones is that there is supposedly going to be some sort of a Zelda announcement. Some people are thinking it's going to be a port of A Link Between Worlds, which would be really cool, but the vast majority of people think it's going to be a remaster of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, probably in a 2-pack. This rumor has actually been around for years. I would say that's pretty likely. It would be really cool. I don't know for sure if that's going to happen, but I would love if it did. I never actually got a chance to play Twilight Princess, but I loved Wind Waker. It was absolutely one of my favorite Zelda games. It wouldn't shock me if they even just did an up-res of the two of them and then just sold it for full price. And I think full price would be fair for those two games. A, they're classics. B, they're pretty big. And C, it's really just $30 a piece when you think. Personally, I don't know. I would be willing to save up a little bit of money from my spending and get that. So, I could see me justifying that purchase to my budget. Now, a lot of people also think we're going to be getting more 3DS games, and so quite a few people think it's going to be Mario 3D Land, which is possible, but I don't know if it's extremely necessary. I mean, I never played it, so I've heard it's a very good game. I don't know. Personally, if we got one more 3DS game, I, myself, as well as quite a few other people, are all hoping it will be a remaster of Kid Icarus Uprising. That would be super awesome. Pit is a really fun character on Smash, and he doesn't have very much representation in Nintendo games. Just frankly, he's got 2. So it would be really cool to kind of give that franchise another chance, give that IP some space to breathe by putting it on the Switch. And again, this is a rumor that's been around for a minute, just like the one with Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, because Sakurai, I believe it was last year on his YouTube channel, kind of gave a little cheeky grin and was talking about if only someone would port this game. So, you know, a lot of people have been waiting for them to announce that one, myself included. Those are the biggest rumors. There's a few others, that people are this and that, but those are the ones that really caught my eye. Now, since some of these are just based off of quote-unquote leaks, and then other ones seem to be just hopeful spoutings. So since everyone else is making their own guesses, I'm going to make my prediction. It sounds a lot more unlikely than I'd like to believe it is, but I don't know. Personally, the thing I think that we're going to have announced is a remaster or an up-res port of Luigi's Mansion, the original. Why do I feel like this? I feel like this because just last year, they had shadow dropped Pikmin 1 and 2, just up-resed version of the two of them together, and then later released them in a physical copy. They did the same thing when they released Metroid Prime Remastered. They shadow dropped it onto the eShop, they announced it in a Direct, and then there it was in physical a few months later. So I think because We got the HD remaster of Luigi's Mansion 2, and Luigi's Mansion 3 sold really well. I think that they will be doing the same thing with the original Luigi's Mansion. Now, I'd like to hope that it gets a full remaster because I'd really just like to see that. It was a classic game. Like, a lot of people really loved the original Luigi's Mansion. It's up there with Pikmin, where it was a fairly short game, so a lot of people speedrun it, and I would really like to play it again. I've said before, I don't have my GameCube from when I was a kid, so, you know, I think that would be really awesome, and I think it would make perfect sense because then all 3 Luigi's Mansion games would be on one console. Again, especially with how well Luigi's Mansion sold, and the fact that they make the Luigi's Mansion aesthetic such a thing with him. If you look at like a lot of the Mario Kart 8 tracks that involve like ghosty stuff, the music is always very similar to Luigi's Mansion. You've got the Luigi's Mansion stage in Smash. Like, it would make perfect sense for them to just, you know, go all in on Luigi's Mansion and do a release on the Switch. So that's my prediction. That's my little theory. It's not based on any leaks. It's not based on anything that I've heard. It's based solely on what my heart tells me and what that I just desperately desire to have happen. If it does happen, then you know what? My first ever prediction video, and I nailed it. So, sick. If it doesn't happen, then I'm just like the other 100,000 prediction videos that come out every direct. Either way, I had fun doing this. Maybe I'll do more, you know, little just recording my voice videos later. I don't know. If you guys liked it, hit like, subscribe, leave me a comment. What announcement are you the most excited for? When do you think the June Direct is gonna be, you know? Either way, love you guys. Thank you for watching. Be kind to each other. Bye.